Today we're going to be doing a product review of this vintage 1980s Black & Decker Spacemaker coffee pot. Found this in a bin at Goodwill and it looked brand new. Brought it back, plugged it in, flushed it out. Works perfectly. First off, back in the 80s, when these first came out, it was really the stuff to have a clock on your coffee pot. But there was an extra added bonus. If you look carefully, it had a timer. For those of you who needed that extra 5 minutes of sleep in the morning, you could set your timer to whatever time you wanted your coffee to turn on, and you'd get up in the morning, and you'd have a nice hot pot of coffee ready to go for you. Now this one was actually made to be mounted up underneath a cupboard, but there's no mounting brackets with it, but that's okay. And you have pure 1980s awesomeness right here. So here we go. First, you have your Corning heat-proof carafe. Then you have your side-loading water reservoir. Then you have everything slides in the top. Kind of a little comparison. Here's Black & Decker today. Black & Decker yesterday. So let's fire this up and see how it works. One slight disadvantage to this particular model is, as you can see, it says it's a 10-cup reservoir, but this is probably about a 6-cup carafe. So you have to use the coffee pot itself to fill the reservoir up, otherwise you're going to have coffee all over the floor. What you want to do is you take your coffee filter and you put it in here, and you load it in the top right there. Next, making sure you use the carafe itself, you pour your water in here. I did forget to add that it also comes with a lid which you can put in. There's not enough room to put the coffee pot in there with that lid on it, but when you finish with your coffee, you can put this handy lid on there it comes with and use it. Next, what you're going to want to do here is, this is the lock and load model. You got to put your reservoir in, but you got to make sure that you lock it down in there, otherwise it's not going to brew. Put your heat-proof Corning coffee pot in there, and then you fire up. That light comes on to say that we are brewing. So we shall see. As you can see, it's brewing away. Working real good so far. And this thing looks like brand new. Like I said, we have to zoom in on the great 1980s technology right here. There's a mechanical clock and a timer. And that was the stuff back then. I mean, you had one of these in your kitchen back in the 80s. You had a modern piece of equipment, a modern appliance, a coffee pot with a clock and a timer. Gotta love it. So we're gonna have this awesome 80s coffee brewing going on here. That probably sounded really dumb, but this is kind of a dorky video, but I don't care. our vintage 1980s Black & Decker Spacemaker coffee pot, brewing away. So there you have it. The pot of coffee, first pot of coffee brewed in our vintage 1980s coffee pot. One thing I do want to add is on the timer it does say AM and PM. And when you set the timer, you turn the knob all the way to the right and it'll come on according to what time you set it. Set it in the middle. You got your great orange light there to tell you that you're up and running. So let's check it out. There you have it. Cup of coffee brewed on our awesome 80s coffee pot. Everybody have a good day.